In today's lesson, I'm going to be going over an amazing improv texture and technique that you can start to integrate into your improv today. It's very easy and it's sure to help you with your thematic development in your improvisation solos. It will also help you deliver a new texture in your improv. It'll also be a great way for audiences to latch on to your improv solos rather than just kind of feeding them single note lines over and over and over again. And I call this the call and response. And obviously you can probably tell what it is, but there's a number of different amazing ways to use it, which I'm going to show you in this video. My name is Brendan Lowe, creator and founder of Jazz Piano School. I do have a private small group teaching program open just right now. I only do this once a year. It's called my Accelerator program. It's a 90-day program that actually allows you to get custom lesson plans from me to study with me personally, along with group lessons, practice sessions, private pod lessons, Q&As, open mic nights, and so much more. If you're interested in learning more about that, go to jazzpianoschool.com/small group to get more info and possibly enroll if you are interested. With that being said, let's dive right into this lesson.
All right, so I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can start to do this. The first one's going to be just with your right hand. Very, very simple approach. I'm going to play a blues just to show you how simple this can be. So I'm going to comp or walk left-hand bass notes. You can picture this as a bass player, even yourself. But your right hand will be doing the call and response. So if I play something like, that would be my call, right? And then I might come down here and do the same thing. That would be my response, right? So if I'm playing a blues, that's the simplest version of it. You can just do it with your right hand alone. Now, as far as notes go, you don't have to mimic the same exact thing. You can actually have a different response, but since you're switching registers, it's going to lead to an amazing texture, a different sound. You don't have to play the exact same thing. So I'll start with the same line up here. Right? It could be like a different voice or a different character saying something else. So I'd say something up here. Right? You get the picture, so on and so forth. So essentially, you can start to change, the different types of call and responses and the notes. Essentially, that you're playing. It doesn't have to be the same thing. So this could stay constant. I was moving the screen around a little bit here so you guys can see the notes a little bit better. But this could stay constant up here, and then this might change. Or this could stay constant down here. You might go... Right? It doesn't matter. And you could change the notes. It doesn't even have to, you don't even have to repeat anything as well. You could literally play something completely different up here. You could go. Right? I screwed up a little bit, but you don't have to essentially mimic the things back and forth. So those are great examples for you to use. You can do this in the simplest of ways or the most advanced of ways, right? If you're a beginner, just play one note. Like, look how simple this is. Right? It doesn't matter how advanced you are. And obviously, if you're not good at using your left hand or you just want to play in a group and you want to use this texture, it's for everybody, okay? So that's going to be the first way to do it, is just through your right hand jumping back and forth. And I'm sure you can think of a lot of different ways to even manipulate that and create more variations. The second way I want to try to teach you how to do it, not try, I should say, the second way I'm going to teach you how to do it is with your left hand, Now, this is going to be essentially the second and third way to do it, because you can create a voice in your right hand like we were just doing. So you can do it in a lot of different ways. Like you can do it with chords now. So clearly I'm comping left-hand rootless voicings. If I were playing in a group, I'm mainly playing group concerts and gigs, and I'm not doing many solo piano gigs. But I can do a solo piano style, which I'm going to show you, which is going to be number 3. So here, this would be like if you're playing a group. Clearly, I'm using 3-note voicings here. You could use any voicing you want. You could do shells if you want. You might go, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. You can make the con responses longer too, like maybe you do 4 bars or even 2 to 4 bars of your right hand, and then your left hand does 2 to 4 bars, right? You can really start to call and response and play back and forth with both characters, right, in a different sort of way. That's number 2. Your right hand plays an improv line. Your left hand plays more or less the comping pattern with some voicings. Great texture to use, have in your tool bag. Because again, right hand single note lines can get very boring, exhausting, right? So the third way is going to be solo piano. Now the way we do this with solo piano is essentially we're going to move our right hand down to the bottom end and comp. For our right hand as the response, okay? Now, if we are playing solo piano, right, you could be comping, and your right hand says something here. So clearly, I was jumping back and forth. Now, this is going to take a little bit more technical skill. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it. If you're a beginner, too, don't worry. But in order to pull this off, again, your right hand's going to have to be jumping back and forth to kind of give that comping sound and texture to your solo piano style. Remember, if you're playing solo piano, you have to account for everything, and that's why our right hand is jumping down to comp for our right hand. It's helping out our left hand to come down, right? So if I'm doing a simple style, it might go like this. I can just use shells here. And your left hand can go back and forth. Like, you don't always have to feel like you need to go back and forth. Like, right hand says something, left hand says something. Right hand says something, left hand says something. You could have your right hand says something, and then your left hand, could say something even longer or take over the conversation. It's really about having a conversation. And, conversations aren't just like someone asks a question and then you ask a question and that person answers. And that person asks, some people speak for a longer amount of time. And then that person might ask a small question with a short answer. It doesn't matter. So my right hand could solo. Response. right? So you can really go to town with this. And again, clearly I'm demonstrating in a more advanced fashion, but if you're a beginner, do simple things. Hold some chords. Maybe that's your response there. Chord, 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 chord. Maybe slow it down. I don't know what that was. I was trying to go. There we go. Right? Just do shells. Here's your response. Maybe sevens. Maybe now we do a response. So your shells, back to your shells here. Maybe response here. It doesn't have to be advanced. It doesn't have to be super orchestral, right? But again, when you use these three variations in your improvisation, in these different styles, these different manners, and you combine that with a lot of other different textures, I promise you, your solos and your improvisation are going to sound so much better. They're going to be developed, and they're also going to be ear-catching, right, to the audience. Like, our ear can only take so much. It can only latch on to so much. And I hear so many people just playing endless amounts of single note lines. And after a while, our ear gets desensitized to that. It needs new textures. It needs new caves and adventurous places to explore, to just, find adventure and enlightenment. And it's the same with our improvisation, right? It's just like life. You just need a texture change, a scenery change. You got to get out of the house sometimes, right? If you've been in the house too long, or if you've been out of the house too long on vacation, you just need contrast and different types of textures to help create balance in your solo. And I promise you that this will do just that. Don't forget to check out my open enrollment for my Accelerator program, the 3-month program that will allow you to personally study with me, small group lessons, private practice sessions, pod lessons, Q&As, open mic nights, in an amazing community for 3 months and so much more. Go to jazzpianoschool.com/small group to check out all the information on that. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you later. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to go to jazzpianoschool.com to check out all of our free, amazing education, all of the free podcasts, blogs. We do have a membership if you're looking to take a next step forward with us, get access to over 1,000 different jazz piano videos, playbooks, mini courses, a main course curriculum, success path, and so much more. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@jazzpianoschool.com. I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, happy practicing.